Welcome to Sedona. We rolled into camp last night, got all set up, and we thought we would extend the video into Monday so we can include a hike in Sedona because I feel like we haven't done a lot this video. So we are off to do the Subway Cave hike here in Sedona. Let's go.
We are right here. Trail comes up along through this canyon, and we're gonna take an offshoot up this way, which we think will take us to the subway.
Alright, we are like halfway through this trail. We just turned off the main canyon trail to head towards the Subway Cave. But did you guys see those javelinas? We've been waiting this whole trip to see those things.
Unfortunately, I was too busy rushing Maya past them, so she didn't try to attack them or anything. So I didn't actually get to see them.
Yeah, we did not want a Maya javelina scrap. That would not have ended very well. But
So we're excited to see the top of this trail, so let's get back to it.
guys, how cool was the Subway Cave? I finally got some real Sedona shots that I've been looking for this whole time we've been here. We need to get back to the van so we can get back to our campsite that's hopefully still there.
Good morning. Today is Saturday, March 29th, and we are spending another weekend in Sedona.
We got up pretty early this morning and drove down to Long Canyon Trailhead, where we're gonna hike the Chuckwagon Trail over to Devil's Bridge.
This morning we left camp before having coffee, which led to a terrible mistake.
Yeah, I may or may not have ran over one of our brand new camp chairs this morning. So that thing's toast. We'll have to buy a new one of those.
But that's a problem for another day. Today, we're gonna have some fun. All right, so we are at the Long Canyon Trailhead. We're gonna head toward Mescal Trailhead, and then that will eventually loop up to Devil's Bridge. This trail is incredible. We thought it was all about the bridge, but really the entire time you have 360 views of the cliffs, and the red contrasted on the green trees just looks incredible.
Yeah, the bridge itself was crowded as expected, but everyone was super friendly. They formed a line, so it was really easy just to go around the line to get a few pictures of the bridge in between people walking on and off. It was not a problem. Now we're on the Chuckwagon Trail. It's a loop trail, and we're headed back to the van. All right, back at the van now, and that was a 7-mile early morning rip up to Devil's Bridge and back. We just ate lunch and had a bit of a wardrobe change, and now we're about to head out on a much shorter hike to Birthing Cave. We don't really know what that looks like, but we're close by, so we're gonna check it out. So I think we're going up there, if you can see any of the people up there. Sedona is quickly becoming one of my favorite places we have been. I was just telling Jess earlier, it reminds me a lot of Acadia National Park in Maine. And that's because it doesn't take a long, strenuous hike to get a big reward. Like that was a mile in and a mile out to Birthing Caves. And you just get these incredible panoramic views of all the red cliffs. It's so picturesque. Every picture I take in my camera comes out amazing. And yeah, I'm loving it here. But that's going to do it for our hiking today. We did a little over 10 miles total. So we're pretty cooked. It's time to head down into town and get some showers. Big day. Just wrapped up all of our chores in one shot. This is such a rarity in van life. There's a Planet Fitness, a grocery store, and a laundromat all in the same plaza. Doesn't get any better than this. So now we're gonna head back up to our campsite in Sedona. The aftermath. 10 miles of hiking. One tired pink puppy.
Good morning. It is Sunday, March 30th, 2025. We spent a nice slow morning today, just enjoying our coffee, making some delicious breakfast sandwiches. Now we are about to head out to hopefully do another trail before finding a new spot for the week.
We just got parked up here at the trailhead, and I'm going to tell you exactly the route we're going to see the 7 sacred pools in Sedona. It's a bit of an interesting route. I gotta look at a guide to make sure I get it right. So we are parked at the Sugarloaf Trailhead, and we're going to walk the Teacup Trail over to Soldiers Pass and walk that up to the 7 sacred pools. Seems like all of the trails in Sedona are like interconnected, so you can park at multiple different trailheads to get to whatever ending you're looking for. So that's the way we're taking the 7 Sacred Pools, as it's such a busy hike. You guys, we are still on the Teacup Trail and it is incredible. Look at our view this entire hike. I was not prepared to just have an overview of like all of Sedona right on this hike. We're just walking this ridge right here and it is nuts. We're loving it. Just wrapped up the hike. It was a little under 5 miles to get to the pools from where we are here. And what an amazing hike. Every time we do a hike in Sedona, I fall more in love with it. We're learning that all of these like attractions they have at the end of the hike, like the 7 Sacred Pools or the subway cave, we're realizing that they're not the only attraction. All of the hikes to get there are just amazing. Every time, it blows my mind. So now we're gonna head into town and grab some lunch because we are starving before finding a new place to camp for the week. Curves, mountain grades, next 12 miles.
We just drove through Jerome, Arizona, and it is like this mountain town carved into the cliffs, super narrow streets. We felt kind of like we were in Italy. But then you turn around and you have this incredible view of the valley and cliffs on the opposite side. It was quite a cool little town.
All right, we have made it to our campsite for the week. We are high up in the mountains, almost 7,200 feet in Prescott National Forest. And we are staying with some friends this week, so pretty excited for that. So if you watched this far, thank you so much for watching. And if you want daily updates, you can follow us along on Instagram and TikTok at captured_exploration. And with that, we'll see you next week.